Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for another episode of Transfer Talk. Apologies, it's late. But the good thing is, me being an Englishman is nervous as fucking hell right now. So we're going to carry this on till about 10 minutes before the watch along for England versus Germany. And Jesus Christ, that is a big game. But, well, let's see what we're talking about. Let's go to some comments. But before we do, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out our socials, Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok, Let's Talk Premier League. If you're watching on Twitter, come join us on YouTube. We've got a really great community, so build us up on there as well. We're one away from 350, so it'd be amazing if we can get there. Liam says, yo, mate. Kenny says, yo, Varane to United. Done deal, you say. Let's go. We move. Well, I do say that. But is it true? Well, we're going to talk about a variety of things today. We're talking Aaron Ramsdale. And Aaron Ramsdale apparently is going to be under a bid from Arsenal. Is this a good move for Arsenal? Is it not? I'm a guy who really rates Aaron Ramsdale. I think he'll do a really good job at Arsenal. So is this a move that you Gunners want to see? We're also going to be talking about this, man. And yes, Manchester United have offered Jesse Lingard a new 3-year deal. It is up to Jesse now to reject it. That's all I'm going to say. We're also talking Varane. Varane to Manchester United is a done deal, according to a Spanish journalist. Also, we're talking Erling Haaland. Chelsea have made a pathetic opening bid for Erling Haaland. We'll get into why I've used the word pathetic in a second. And also, last but not least, Bayern Munich want €100 million for Liverpool-linked Kingsley Coman. €100 million. Somehow, I don't see that happening. But that is all in today's show. So, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Straight into it we go. Straight into comment here from Kenny saying Ramsdale is good. It's good. He's just got a relegation curse. No, it's not. He's got a relegation curse. It's just the teams he's been with haven't been good enough. Arsenal wouldn't be relegated. It would be. He's a top keeper. But let's talk Aaron Ramsdale, shall we? Arsenal are in talks about a possible deal for Sheffield United. Aaron Ramsdale. There has now been initial contact between the clubs. The fee they are prepared to pay indicates they regard him as someone who can make a significant contribution to the club. That is according to The Athletic. Reports claim that Ramsdale has been identified as a potential successor to Leno. The Gunners Chiefs already making contact with him immediately to register their interest. It is said that while Arsenal's planned bid is unlikely to meet Sheffield United asking price of around 40 million, there's optimism that that it will be enough to confirm the serious nature of their interest in the move. Edu reportedly believes that Championship sides' resolve will be rigorously tested by the offer, suggesting that a deal could be within reach for the Gunners in the near future. Ramsdale is said to have previously informed Sheffield United he wants to stay and fight for promotion back to the Premier League next season, but it remains to be seen whether he would turn down a move to Arsenal if the opportunity arrives. Now, this is a mad. I rate Aaron Ramsdale very highly. I think he's a really good young goalkeeper with the ability to really take his game to another level. And yes, he got relegated with Bournemouth and he got relegated at Sheffield United, but there is context that will be needed. Think about how good Ramsdale performed for Sheffield United. At Bournemouth, he was good. He wasn't amazing, but he was very good. At Sheffield United, he really was incredible. He saved them from so many issues. They would have got relegated by December if it weren't for Ramsdale. They really, truly would have. He made some magnificent saves to keep Sheffield United at bay in a lot of games. He's also made some really key saves for England under 21s. As you'll remember, I did watch-alongs for them when we were in the Euros under 21s championship during the mid-season break. And it was a really good tournament for Ramsdale, not for England. We were shit. But for Ramsdale, it was a really good tournament. He really, really showed the world and showed a lot of Premier League teams, I think, how good this lad really, truly is. He is a fantastic goalkeeper with great leadership. He had a bit of a rocky start with Sheffield United, but as the season went on, as he grew in confidence, he got better and better and better. And I truly believe he is ready to make the move to Arsenal. I really do think he's got that potential and that ability. Now, that's not to say his time with the Gunners will be an easy ride. It certainly won't be. But this would be amazing business by Arsenal. They can bring in Ramsdale. They bring in Ben White. They can get a central midfielder as well and an attacker. You have to say it's really good business from Arsenal. A really good transfer window, especially with no European football. Now, European football for Ramsdale is not going to matter. It's not, because he doesn't have it with Sheffield United, and there's no other club that would offer it him. Arsenal could potentially get there next season if they have a good season. So you have to think he's really good. He is really, really good. Varane Dundee, what? We'll be talking about that. Don't you worry. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Zachary says Arsenal Tottenham will have the nicest championship stadiums of all time. Hey, if Arsenal get Ramsdale and Ben White, they're not getting relegated. Swansea and Millwall clear. Just realised we lost 1-0 to Switzerland in the under-21s. This might be destiny, you know. It's not. It's not. We played them in a group stage. We didn't get to a final. But yeah, that's everything on Ramsdale, a really top young goalkeeper. Very highly regarded by a lot of the people in the England setup. Very highly regarded by Sheffield United as well. And he is really, really key for getting Sheffield United back to the Premier League. But if Arsenal come in and really do a really good bid like it suggests they will, he'll have to go. He'll have to go. Let's talk Jesse Lingard, though. Manchester United have offered Jesse Lingard a new 3-year deal as the England midfielder attracts interest from West Ham United. However, there are claims Red Devils boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to reward Lingard for his form with a new £130,000 a week contract, which will run until 2024. The report adds that West Ham are struggling to afford United's £25 million asking price for Lingard, who narrowly missed out on Gareth Southgate's 26-man England squad for Euro 2020. Jesse, reject it, mate. Reject it. Is Jesse Lingard going to start over Bruno Fernandes? No. Is Jesse Lingard going to play on the wing over Rashford, over Sancho, over Martial? No. Has his time at United come to an end? Yes. Yes, it truly has. For me, I think Jesse Lingard needs to reject it. He needs to sit down with Ollie and go, how much game time am I going to get next season under you? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will have to say, you'll be rotated. Jesse Lingard could get into the England squad for the World Cup if he leaves Manchester United. If he doesn't let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kill his career off single-handedly like the monster he is, he will be fine. You think back to Matic or Mata or Brandon Williams or Axel Tuanzebe. The list is growing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ruins these careers. He has progressed one player, and that is Mason Greenwood. He's produced Mason Greenwood from a youth, but that's because he's a generational talent. Everyone else, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has single-handedly ruined their career due to not being good enough at rotation and not being brave enough to rotate. Matic can still play games. Mata could still play games. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not believe in himself enough to make these changes. Therefore, for me, he has to go. Lingard has to leave United. He has to go to a West Ham. He has to go somewhere where he's going to be a number one starter. He has to go and get game time. We've seen how good he is this season. The second half of the season was some of the best football I've seen Jesse Lingard perform. Also, we have to think about how good Manchester United, how good Jesse Lingard is against a low block, which United will face on more than one occasion. He's not very good with a low block, and that's no disrespect to him. Against a high block, Jesse Lingard's pace and his ability is fantastic. And against with a team like West Ham, he's going to face less and less low blocks. He's going to face more high lines. That means that his abilities and his strengths are really, really excelled. And under a manager like David Moyes, who fully believes in this lad and who Jesse Lingard has a fantastic relationship with, West Ham United would be the best move. Now, Jesse Lingard could force this move. He could say, I'm not signing a contract. I don't want to play for Manchester United anymore because I'm not going to get the game time. For my career, I want to leave Manchester United. Therefore, United cannot hold out on the £25 million. They may have to accept less because he is in his last year and he will walk out for free. United and Jesse Lingard is not a good fit anymore. Jesse Lingard and West Ham United, though, a major improvement. Force the move, Jesse. If I'm Jesse Lingard, I force this move. I don't want to play at Manchester United anymore. I want game time. I'm not going to get in above Bruno. I need to leave. If I'm Jesse Lingard, that is exactly my thought process, and that is what I'm saying. But look, you may agree, you may disagree, but that for me is what I would do. I would walk out, I would leave, and I would go on to bigger, well, maybe not bigger, but better things for my career. But that's Jesse Lingard done. Varane to United is apparently done. According to Pipa Estrada from El Chiringuito TV, sorry, it's a Spanish name, I cannot pronounce it very well. Yeah, El Chiringuito, I think is how you pronounce it. But from Pipa Estrada, a well-respected journalist in Spain, he says there's a total agreement between Manchester United and Real Madrid for Rafael Varane. There's also another part of this that Manchester United have a total agreement with Real Madrid over Rafael Varane. A report has boldly claimed the France International is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's top centre-back transfer target, and a move to Manchester United and Old Trafford could now be accelerated in the wake of his nation's Euro 2020 exit on Monday night. And though he wants a massive salary in the region of 400k a week, Solskjaer has made the France International his top target. So, for me, he is exactly the player that Manchester United need. He has that experience on that right-hand side. It will help Wan-Bissaka in his game. It really, truly will help Wan-Bissaka get to that next level. And whilst obviously it also helps Harry Maguire, having someone that Harry Maguire doesn't have to worry about, doesn't have to think about. Harry Maguire can continue to develop his own game and be the captain of Manchester United. It also means that if you look at Varane, what he can offer on the right side of that defence, we can offer positional help to Wan-Bissaka because of the communication. Wan-Bissaka will be then told, go further go further wider, get more into your right back position. You don't need to mark me. These are all key attributes that United don't have under Victor Lindelof. And Wan-Bissaka's game is being affected by having Lindelof in that back four. If you have someone like Varane, who is in the prime of his career, who is a world-class centre-back, Wan-Bissaka will look amazing. And Wan-Bissaka is a good player. He just needs that bit of experience. He needs that calm, collected head next to him, telling him what to do. That is clearly what he lacks from Lindelof, and Lindelof doesn't have that ability within him. That's not to say Lindelof is a bad player, because we're seeing with Sweden that Lindelof is not a bad player. Just doesn't suit Manchester United. All of these things are okay. It's okay not to suit a team. Right? We've seen it with Lingard. You see it on multiple occasions. It doesn't work out for you at this club, but you thrive at another club. It happens all the time. And that is completely fine. Not every player is going to suit a specific manager or a specific tactic or formation or club. It's totally okay. Doesn't make Lindelof bad. But what bringing Varane in really does help. It really bolsters that central back pairing. And Maguire-Varane is much better than Maguire-Lindelof. And that going forward, if you can even sneak a DM in there, you've got such a strong team. I don't know why right back is quite the priority for Manchester United, but it's a mad one. Kenny says Coman is nowhere near 100 million in value. I reckon he's 50-60. Jordan says De Boer sacked. He has to be sacked. Frank De Boer had to be sacked after what you can only describe as one of the worst showings of a manager in a major tournament. And the French manager Didier Deschamps, he'll also have to leave. He has to go. How much did Chelsea bid? That one is next. But what I want to hear from you in the comments, do you think Varane is a good option for Manchester United? Do you see it improving Manchester United? What do you think about this? Velvish one says that Xhaka over Kante. I'm saying nothing. Chelsea, Haaland. Now this has frustrated me. This is going to get rejected instantly. In fact, I don't even think Dortmund are going to respond to this. Okay, it's a slap in the face. Chelsea makes surprise Haaland bid. Chelsea have reportedly tabled their first official bid for Borussia Dortmund star Erling Haaland. It is claimed the Blues have offered the Germans, and wait for this. It is claimed that the Blues have offered the German Giants £60 million, well, 60 million, as well as Tammy fucking Abraham. And Chelsea sit there and expect Dortmund to even think about this offer. They won't. Borussia Dortmund will tell Chelsea to fuck off. And Chelsea have now put themselves in a really, really difficult position now, because Dortmund may view this as a complete slap in the face. And this whole good relationship Chelsea have with Dortmund may not be there anymore, because the disrespect that is a joke. It is a complete and utter joke, because Tammy Abraham is worth no more than 25 million, 30 million maximum. It is a slap. Dortmund won 150. This is not going to do it. Not going to do it in the slightest. Because Dortmund will look at this and go, not a fucking chance. We won 150 mil cash. Not a chance. I don't see this being accepted, because it's not a good enough bid. It's really not a good enough bid. You're going to have to offer a lot more money than that. And I don't know if Dortmund want to play a swap either. I really don't think they do. I mean, we were hearing talks that United were thinking about offering players to Dortmund for Sancho. I don't think they want to play a swap. I think they want to go get their own talent. I don't think certainly won't want Tammy Abraham. He's shocking. That's 100 mil. Tammy is not 40 million pounds. Get out. No way. There is no way Tammy Abraham is worth 40 million pounds. Not a chance. No way. Kenny Xhaka was showing Pogba levels yesterday. Dortmund won 125 mil. They won 150. That's widely reported. Dortmund have said 150 mil. That's what they want. Kenny says Haaland will be the longest saga of the summer to Chelsea, but will remain at Dortmund, in my opinion. France lost. They did. France did lose. English tax. That only applies to English club buying English players. The foreign teams will not pay English tax. But ain't happening. Because they don't view the foreign leagues don't value our players as much as we value them. They don't. They're not going to pay 40 million pounds for Tammy Abraham. They're not going to value Tammy Abraham at 40 million pounds. Only a stupid English club would pay that. Foreign leagues don't value our players like we value them. Why do you think we get? Why do you think we keep getting really good deals from abroad? Because they don't value players as highly as we value players. Because there's probably also less money. He ain't 40 million. Dortmund will not accept. They won't accept Tammy. 60 million plus Tammy. Might as well shit in their stadium right now. It's shocking. Tammy is worth £1 plus packet of Haribo. He's worth 25 to 30 million. That's what he's worth. He's not worth much more than that. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. He's just not. He's not worth that much. He is on the transfer market. He's not. He's not on the transfer market. He is on the. Oh no, he's not on the transfer market. Dortmund don't want to sell. They've made that abundantly clear. Dortmund don't want to sell Haaland. Now, Haaland could be prized off Dortmund, but you're going to have to pay the right amount of money. 150 mil is what Dortmund have said they want. You're going to have to pay that. Now, I don't think you might be able to say, Tammy's worth 20, 25 mil. We'll give you 125 mil. They're not going to accept 60, and he's certainly not on the transfer market list anyway. He's not up for sale. Dortmund want to keep Haaland. They've made that abundantly clear. That doesn't mean that you can't prize him off him, but that takes money. You're going to have to offer the money to Dortmund. Velv, you're someone who has the worst ball knowledge I've ever seen. 25 mil for Tammy. Yeah, I would say 25 mil at best for Tammy. 25, 30 million, not 40. Not 40. And I don't think Dortmund will accept it either. Fab said Dortmund are hoping to keep Haaland. Exactly. He's not on the transfer market. If they wanted to keep Haaland, the last thing they'd do is put him up for sale. He is available. You're going to have to pay the money. You're going to have to stamp up the cash. Will Chelsea stamp up that cash? That first offer is pathetic. Right. Koeman. And then I'll open the link and put it in the chat for you guys. Liverpool have not made a bid for Bayern Munich forward Kingsley Coman, according to reports. It has been reported in recent days that the Reds have expressed an interest in signing the French international, who is yet to agree fresh terms with the Bundesliga champions. However, according to Sky Germany, no concrete offers have come in from Liverpool for Coman as things stand. Various reports suggest that Coman could leave if an offer of £42 million is made. However, Sky go on to say that Bayern would only entertain offers in the region of 100 and 120 million euros, which is 86 to 102 million pounds for Kingsley Coman. So, that's that really. Ain't happening. It's just not happening. Let's be real. Coman is not going to go to Liverpool. If Bayern Munich wants 86 to 102 million, he's not going to go to Liverpool. They don't have the money to start splashing around like that. It's not happening. It's not happening. It is not happening. But what I'll do is I'll put the link into chat so you guys can come on and have your say. Hersey says Dortmund didn't say they are not selling Haaland. That's exactly what I've just said. I've just said that he's not on the transfer market. He's not on the list, right? So he's not up for sale. But if you put in the right price for Haaland, he will sign. I can't make it clearer than that. I cannot make it clearer than that. He's not he's not on the. Oh, have I pinned the right one? Right. I think I've pinned the right one. Oh no, I didn't. Replaced pin message. There we go. He's not on the transfer market. He is up for sale. You said Dortmund is not selling. No, I didn't. What I said was Dortmund are not putting him on the transfer list. So he's not up for sale. Simply that you could prize him off Dortmund's hands. I've always said Chelsea could get Dortmund. but it's going to take cash. You're going to have to pay. It's very simple. It's very simple. He's not on the market. Dortmund don't want to sell him. They don't want to offer him out for sale, but they would entertain an offer if you stumped up the right amount of money for it. Very simple. Very, very simple. But I have got some people in the back. We are joined by Dickhead, Aaron, and Dickhead. How are we all doing, guys?
Come on, Switzerland.
Aaron's going to be happy because I referred to two of you as dickheads and one of them wasn't him.
Makes a change. I'm knackered, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Happy birthday for yesterday, Lord.
Cheers, bro. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but my laptop's on a brand new stand, which is one of my birthday presents. So I'm not in the corner anymore. I'm sort of in line with my green screen, which is lovely. But yeah.
Well, before we get into all of your opinions, how's the nerves doing?
Oh my god! Like, I don't know, man. I'm going to be on the watch along at 4:30, so stay tuned for that, guys. This is actually making my heart do flips. I swear.
Well, I had a really good chat. I had a really good chat with Reese about this. This is why transfer talk was a little bit delayed. I was on his channel. We're running this up until 4:20, guys, because my nerves are done. My nerves are done. I am done. I can't do this. And Reese has made it 10 times worse. He was like, I think we were doing score predictions. He was like, I think it's going to be 1-1 and then it's going to go to a penalty shootout. And I think we're going to go down. He says we're going to go down in the penalty shootout, but we're going to win it. And I was like, my heart and myself cannot take that at all. Hersey quickly says, check Simon Phillips' Twitter. He said Dortmund are willing to sell Haaland for 125 mil. I didn't realize Simon Phillips was the head of football director. I didn't realize he was a football director for Dortmund. He's a journalist. We all know this. We all know there's 150 mil. We know that is what Dortmund want. 150 mil. They can spend this however you want.
If it's recent, then it's not there, so he's probably deleted it. If it's
probably.
Oh, if it's not there, so he's probably deleted it.
Look, but like, if my nerves couldn't get any worse, like I wake up this morning and this afternoon to find out that Rovers are playing Newcastle in a pre-season friendly end of July at our stadium, so we're welcoming fucking Alan Tate Maximin to keep out, and then I look out to England, Germany. And it's like my nerves can't even get any worse. So not only have I found out we're playing Newcastle, Wakefield, and Harrogate, we're getting England v Germany in only about an hour or so, and it's like you can't fucking take this. Like I only had enough. I thought I wouldn't be. I thought I'd been missing some all right games yesterday. Turns out I was missing two fucking goal fests. Well, one goal fest and half a goal fest. Yeah, and then today, I mean. Sweden, Ukraine, I expect that to be a good game between those two, very close end-to-end game. But England, Germany, that could go either one of two ways. It could be a goals fest and it'll live up to the hype, or it'll be an overhyped match and be a dull 0-0 or 1-0.
Moving away from this talk because I'm not doing this. Not yet. I'm already a nervous wreck and I don't need people making it better for me. Dave Jones said it. Dave Jones said it as well. Look. I hear that. Kenny, if you're not going to be awake for this, I'm just going to remove you for the sake of my sanity.
Sorry. I'm a bit tired.
Well, then go get some sleep. I'll speak to you later, all right?
That's a weird angle, Kenny. I feel uncomfortable.
I'll let Kenny go get some sleep. Because I'm not having someone fucking sleeping. Jesus Christ. But Aaron, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Ramsdale? Do you want to talk Lingard, Varane, Haaland, Coman? What do you want to talk about?
Or Switzerland, how they battered France?
No. Keeping it on topic.
I've already lived through that and I've already restarted my heart after all that. Look, first of all, I'll just put this straight to bed now. Coman is not going to Liverpool, and it's the same with any player that costs 100 odd million. No one like that is going to Liverpool unless they sell Salah or Firmino or Mane. Nothing is going to happen with that.
Are you sure it's 100 mil? Because I heard it was 50.
80. No. Various reports have suggested that Coman could leave if an offer of 42 million is made. However, Sky go on to say that Bayern Munich, they're all the same, aren't they? Would only entertain offers in the region of 100 to 120 million euros, which is 86 to 102 million pounds.
Yeah, so I don't think Liverpool will make that kind of offer, to be perfectly honest, unless they're selling one of their big stars for multi-million. Ramsdale to Arsenal. Look, Arsenal are a relevant club. Ramsdale will be probably one of the best players in that club and the more consistent players in that club. I think Ramsdale, for the sake of his career, if you're going to move to the Premier League, go somewhere else, not Arsenal, not even Tottenham. Go somewhere else where you can get.
See, I disagree with that. Massively. I think if Arsenal can get Ben White in, they can get Ramsdale in. They can get a good DM, and they can get a striker.
Well, I mean, Arsenal actually thought about a backup to Tierney because Nuno Tavares is coming in. So
I actually think if Arsenal can get a good window, which I think all things are lining up for them to have a fairly good window, I think Arsenal could have a really good season. I've been very impressed with what I've read so far about Arsenal. I mean, if they can get all of these players in, Ramsdale would be
all jokes aside, they do seem to be getting their business in line. I mean, Lokonga could be coming. Romano's tweeted today that Nuno Tavares, apart from it hasn't all been signed yet, but that's pretty much been agreed. So he's going to move to Arsenal for about 8 million. I think it's like £8 million, something like that, 8 to 14 million.
For Lokonga?
No, Nuno Tavares, the backup to Tierney.
Oh yeah.
So that's happening. Obviously, the talks of Ben White for 50 mil, Ramsdale talks, obviously, everything that's going off. I think they're changing their transfer business a bit. So maybe it is a window for Arsenal to get excited. Maybe not top 4, but maybe top 5 or 6 they might aim for if they bring these signings in. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But if they can get back into Europe in some way, shape or form, then that might be some kind of progress for Arsenal. Varane. Oh, no. What?
Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Trippier, and Shaw. So we've gone to a 5-back.
No Chilwell.
With Phillips and Rice in midfield.
Oh, fuck off.
With Sterling, Kane, and Saka.
What?
Well, this was fun, guys. Thank you. Thanks for the memories.
I'm against having Phillips in there. Rather not see us play a back 4.
Why Sterling? He would deserve to be in there.
Sterling is our top goal scorer, so he was undroppable, mate.
But Grealish,
as much as you don't want him, I don't think many of us want him to be in there, but he is sort of undroppable for us.
There's only one big positive I can see in there, and that is that they're taking a stance on the 2 people that were self-isolating, Mount and Chilwell, and they're not being started like there was rumoured to. Saka, people can disagree about Saka.
Mount is on the bench. Chilwell is not.
Oh, well, that's just great, isn't it? The benefit one person.
Oh, man. Get this clown out, man. Get this.
If we lose 2 or 3-0, but you know what the sad thing is, though? We can scream Southgate out, Southgate out, Southgate out. He's signing a new contract until the next Euros. It doesn't even matter what happens. There's reports over this last week from top-tier sources. It doesn't matter what happens today. Southgate will sign a new contract. And the rumour is, and the report is, the new contract will be till the next Euros in 2024. That's a disgrace for me personally. But
right, so talk to me about Ramsdale. Let's get off that.
I went on to Varane. Sorry about that being a done deal.
He started Werner. Yes, get in there.
Yes, Germany won't score.
No, don't. He's going to score. I guarantee it right now. He's going to score.
Nah,
He's
Timo
going
won't
to.
away.
It's
He's
written in the,
skying half his shots to fucking
now.
penalties.
It's written in the
Timo,
stars.
Mate,
Velvet, you need to understand. Velvet, you need to understand that Timo Werner has a nickname, and that's Rosie. He is not scoring.
yeah.
Look, Varane, done deal. If it's a done deal, I have my doubts after what I saw from the French last night. I have my doubts. I think that Varane could be a good defender for United. I think it's better than Lindelof and better than Bailly and more consistent than Bailly. But I think he still has his mistakes. I think it's similar to if it was a done deal with Pau Torres. It's similar if Pau Torres was a done deal from Villarreal. He's got his mistakes in him. We saw it in the Croatia match for Spain last night. I think that both Torres and Varane still have their mistakes in him, and I feel like the whole way that United play sometimes, like the counter-attack, play it around the back, hoofball sometimes, I don't think it brings out the best in Torres or Varane. So, I mean, if Varane's a done deal, then it's a good player, especially if they're getting Sancho in the next few days. I mean, Romano said to the United stand a couple of days ago that it's just a matter of days now. Sancho and Varane, that's two world-class signings, but I said it before and I'll say it again. It's money traps for the Glazers. They know big names will bring in big merchandise sales for them, so they're not going anywhere, which is the downside.
But big names do also bring big performances.
It brings in big performances, but I just worry that it's still, a big merchandise.
Yeah, but it's big news. It's big for the Glazers because it shows that they are somewhat serious about rebuilding. I mean, if they're good with if they're really nice, they'll get Ollie a DM as well. You never know. They might be feeling generous.
So I've been through Varane, Ramsdale, and I've been through Coman. Which other stories is this say?
Haaland.
Yeah. He ain't getting sold for 150, 125. It's going to be 100.
They've offered 60 million plus Tammy Abraham.
Chelsea, you are in the mud today. You are in the mud. I didn't think you would be under Thomas Tuchel. 60 million plus an average youngster. I mean, it's just not good enough, that offer. It's low ball, and you can accept that teams do like to do low ball sometimes. But if you're going to make an improved offer, you need to be bumping up that cash and keeping Tammy Abraham. Maybe give him to Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace or something like that. But I think that, that's just not a great offer. And yeah, by the way, nothing's been signed yet, but to Crystal Palace looks like it could be done.
Yes,
There's a verbal agreement.
I'll tell you what, Palace, good luck on your new projects. You might have a decent manager for the next few years.
So, Velvet, what do you want to talk about?
I'll get the Kingsley Coman done. It's a weird one. I think he's a good player, but injuries is a problem with him. Always injury prone. He got injured yesterday. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind if he was a cheap price, but looking at that price, no way. No way to spend 80 million on the backup who's going to get injury prone. No way.
Yeah.
And
I agree. It's a madness. It is a madness. Look, I'm somewhat excited. I am. It's going to be an interesting summer. It's going to be a very interesting summer in terms of.
It's going to be a packed from the transfer window now.
There's a lot of big names leaving. There's a lot of big.
We're getting a loan deal.
Movements.
We're getting a loan deal next week. Well, this week.
Yeah, that's less important. Actually, that's not important at all. No, I'm interested. This is going to be a really big summer because think of some of the big names moving. So you've got Sancho moving, Haaland might be on the move, Varane's on the move. I mean, there's some big names leaving, and there's going to be a lot of movement. I think Arsenal are going to do a lot of business. I think United is somewhat doing a lot of business. Liverpool probably do no business because it's Liverpool.
No, you already signed 2 players.
Who was your second?
The Ghanaian attacking midfielder.
Yes, so no business at all. because you don't play with an attacking central midfielder for a start. So that's issue number one of that.
Oh, who likes my new edit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, what's that? Wait, what?
The Xhaka Penateri.
Oh my!
And he's shoved.
Jack is going to Roma. He doesn't need any more edits.
He's put him in a fucking. Oh my god. He's put him in prison.
Who's behind the jail? Is that Conte?
Yeah, that's Conte.
For fuck's sake.
Couple of comments here.
To piss off Kenny.
Werner to score to spite England, not happening, Zachary. Reece says, told you Werner would start. I can't believe he's done that. It's actually helped us out.
Let's go to score.
Kieran is starting over Reece James. I've always said that I want that to happen. No, it wasn't Varane's fault. Lenglet was at fault for the France defeat. Actually, it's all Mbappe's fault. I thought that was bad. But Southgate's lineup are atrocious.
I'm guessing he was the manager of someone else. Not too sure.
I think it might be USA or something. I am glad France out. Kante's overworked. Oh yes, big move. There's a lot of big moves, and I am truly excited. But Aaron,
he's the coach.
Ramsdale to Arsenal. Probability out of 100. Do you think this will happen? What probability?
See, this is a tricky one.
Give me a percentage, you silly bastard. Yeah. Give me a percentage. Stop humming and ahhing. Chuck out a number.
Come on.
Use those lips and speak a number with a percent.
Right. 71%.
71%. That's very precise. What's the 1% with?
Just that little edge past the 70.
What's the 1%? We'll give you a free McDonald's if you arrive. That's the 1%. Which one? Ramsdale to Arsenal percentage.
How old is Granit Xhaka?
I don't know.
So that's my percentage. Granit Xhaka's age, because he's world class.
He's like 28%, 28 years old, I think. Maybe.
Okay,
do you think...
actually, Vermaelen plus Vertonghen's age.
Fucking hell, that's like 70%. I think 85. I think this could really happen. Lingard to stay at United. Aaron, give me a percentage.
To be honest with you, with the source and everything, I think we're looking here at 80%.
That was one.
Is it Lingard to what? West Ham?
Staying at United.
Oh. I'll say 65%.
Okay. Varane to United. Aaron?
Again, 80%.
Interesting. Valve?
75.
Okay. Chelsea Haaland.
30%.
Interesting. Velshwan?
0.99999999999%. Especially if you're including Tammy Abraham, then that's not going to happen.
0.1%. Add a 0.1% onto it just to give it a little bit more edge.
Yeah, I'm just being generous with that.
0.9999999.1%.
And Kingsley Coman to Liverpool.
Minus 50%.
Valve?
10%.
That's more realistic.
Interesting. Look, out of all the business, so think about this, right? So if Arsenal get Ramsdale, Ben White, DM, whatever, all their business. United get Sancho, Varane, maybe a DM.
And Tom Peterson.
We're not passing Tom Heaton, Aaron. Chelsea get Adama Traore and Harry Kane. Liverpool get, I don't know, Sander Berge and
We're strongly with Donny Marlin.
okay, and
Fabrizio said that's our like number one target currently.
okay. So out of all the business that could be done, who's done the best business?
I mean, in terms of like pushing forward, I would say currently Arsenal. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
like because they're getting a backup left back, they're getting a Xhaka replacement. Lukonga, I watched him like I didn't even before, but I watched videos of him. He looked very good, and yeah, they're filling up the positions, and then once they can do that, they can get rid of like the other aging players of that team that need to go. So
Yeah.
Arsenal look decent because Chelsea.
Yeah.
Have Chelsea? They haven't signed anyone, have they?
No.
So
Not yet.
Yeah. So currently, is Arsenal leading that race?
Yeah, I think United play a close second. They're getting Sancho, getting Varane. I think that's two very good
Now I've
bits of business.
updated my pick, especially for Kenny.
Oh Jesus Christ! He's shoved Pogba in the penalty. Jesus Christ! Can you put Mbappe in there as well, please, Phil? Thank you.
Oh yeah, sure.
I know we can put Mbappe in fraud watch. It makes it a lot better.
Yeah, he can go alongside Aaron. But yeah, for me, it's been an insane one. Don't forget, we might start the build up to the England game a little bit earlier. Probably, I don't know, 4:20. Seems like a good time. 40-minute preview to the biggest game of the world. And those Germans need to be taught a lesson about England. And I want to shove a English breakfast down Werner's mouth because he disrespected the English just by being here.
Man disrespected body.
He disrespected the full English breakfast. Unacceptable. Abbas says, have Chelsea made an official bid for Haaland? They have 60 million plus Tammy
What happened,
Abraham.
Aaron?
We've got a Sancho update before we go.
From Fabrizio?
No, this is via. Let me just double check who this guy is because his Twitter name's @Berger_PJ, which means if we have a look, it is Patrick Berger, who's one of the top reporters. So Dortmund will accept the third €85 million bid from Man United. The first was 72, the second was 78. Borussia, that always wanted 90. Come towards United. There were good talks last days between Watzke and Woodward. So it looks like Sancho will be leaving for around about €85 million, which would be about 80 million in pounds.
78 million, I think. Something like that.
Done deal or closing?
Not closing. The update from Fabrizio was it's still in final negotiations. They're working out payment structure, blah, blah, blah,
Imagine this. Imagine like either Liverpool just come in like, oh yeah, you say we don't have cash. Here you go, bitches. Here's the money for Sancho. And he's like,
United are the only team in, and I think Sancho said he didn't want to work for a B-Tech manager called Jurgen Klopp. I understand that. No. He also says your walk alone is disgusting because your players always walk alone, which I thought was very true. It's coming home. Just meant Sancho. No. It's coming home. Football is coming home, but we are going to wrap it up there because in 12 minutes' time we will be live, and we have got a new overlay for today's game. Obviously, it's coming to the end of the LBGT month, and also Harry Kane and Manuel Neuer are both going to be wearing rainbow armbands. So we've done a little bit of work just to make it, inclusive for everyone on the channel for the watch along today. So I hope you can all join me there. But before we go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out our socials, Twitter Let's Talk EPL, Instagram Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Aaron, where can they find you?
So first of all, you can find me on the watch long for England versus Germany on Let's Talk Premier League. So stay tuned at 4:20, where me, Niall, and I'm sure other people will come in for this watch along. Also, guys, check me out on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner, Snapchat Coach_Chal19, YouTube at Forever Football DRFC and Goes to Jal, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official. And also, guys, thank you so much for all the birthday messages. I've had messages from family, friends, fans, content creators, Alton Towers themselves. It's been an absolutely mad birthday yesterday. It's been absolutely crazy. I did a collab while I was at Alton Towers yesterday, and I've had non-stop comments from people saying the 2 best theme park YouTubers in the world. So it's been mad to receive those comments, and it's just been a crazy 24 hours. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I'll see you guys for the watch along, and hopefully fingers crossed on the terrace straight afterwards for the match reaction. And it's all going down. Rovers will be signing a brand new CDM on loan this week. Rumours of Alfie McAlmont from Leeds. Rumours of Harvey White from Spurs that was at loan at Portsmouth last season. I don't know what your thoughts are on Harvey White now, but I'm sure it'd be a great sign for Rovers anyway. We're signing a goalkeeper. We're signing a winger as well. We're getting our pre-season on. We've got Newcastle, AFC Wakefield, and also Harrogate Town to add to our pre-season schedule, with Rosington, Maine, Spennymoor Town, and Bradford City. So a packed schedule in July. Cannot wait. I'll be at the Rosington game away. I'll be at the Newcastle game at home. It's all going down. Keep living the Rovers life. Keep living the coastal life, and I'll see you for the watch along in about 9 minutes.
Velvishwan, where can they find you, bro?
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming on. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Vel_skills.
Perfect. We've got the England watch along in 9 minutes. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. And big summer in place for everyone. But until next time, thanks for watching. And peace
Cheers.
out.